Hello everybody and welcome to the Crypto Session Brief. We're on Monday the 3rd of April 2023. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We're on to a new month, new week and new quarter all at once. So we've got a shortened week this week for Easter. That is in most capital markets. A lot of people will be taking some early breaks potentially, but cryptos will keep trading 24/7. So that's where we are. Let's take a look at BTC, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple as we kick off the day. Bitcoin is very much in consolidation mode right now. I did say when we got up to this region, I've been saying it over the past couple of weeks, really, that could we be set for a bit of a sideways period? We'd had that move higher, and generally in recent times when we've had them sharp, volatile moves to the upside. In particular, you can see here we've had that sideways, here the sideways, and that's what we're getting at the minute. We've got some key overhead levels, key downside levels. I'm seeing 29,230 overhead that we rejected off last week as key, and I'm seeing the round number of 27 to the downside also as being pretty key. So far today we've been holding and bouncing just above the 28,000 area. We were into a new month, but the focus is still going to be remaining on more potential bank failures, albeit fears of that have receded quite significantly. The battle with inflation for central banks, the core PCE reading on Friday came in cooler than expected in the US, that is. So that gave equity markets another reason to rally and risk in general. We saw Bitcoin also moving higher, but I think that correlation is really breaking between Bitcoin and tech stocks, because the Nasdaq rallied quite significantly on Friday. Bitcoin, we had a move to the upside, but wasn't anywhere near. The Nasdaq has been putting in higher highs as well, and high lows on this over the past couple of weeks. But we can see here, BTC has been pretty sideways. We've also got a lot of crypto-focused regulatory actions. Ongoing, we've got the situation in the US, regulators looking at Binance, for example, and of course all of this could push prices higher, or it could drag them lower and basically break between these two particular areas. What is the path of least resistance? In my opinion, for now, it is sideways until we see some more data, until we see outcomes, resolutions of the Binance situation, let's call it. The lawsuit is probably the best way to put it. So BTC 29,230 or 27 for now. I'm seeing sideways movement continue. Ethereum, we can see just moving higher over the past few hours, but again, this market as well is in a bit of consolidation mode. We are just edging slightly higher, I would say here. Found key support at 1700. Overhead, we've got to respect the ascending trend line when we've been coming into that area, been rejecting off, but you can see here around 1850 as well. If we were to put that on our charts, some of these wicks have been getting into the 1850 zone recently and struggling to get that through, so that could be a pretty key area moving forward in terms of horizontal resistance. And then you've got your diagonal resistance, if you can label it that. There you can see moving up, and that probably come from around 1900, so anywhere between 1850 and 1900. I'd expect it won't be an easy move through there. And again, I can see this market just continuing to move maybe sideways around the 1790 area all the way down to 1750 for the time being anyway. Litecoin is 92.70. We are moving higher over the past few hours, like Litecoin, and we can see here we are basically trying to keep in line with the ascending trend line since mid-March there. And you can see what I'm looking at here. You can see the overall movement is to the upside, but we are still in some sort of consolidatory phase where you've got a bit of trend line resistance coming in above, and it's getting a bit tighter, and we are getting squeezed. We had the breakout, but then we've moved lower again. So anywhere, a bit of a mean reversion trade at the moment, but as long as we keep trending to the upside in line with this ascending trend line here, then we really need to be seeing a breakthrough 95. Otherwise, bears start to say, okay, well, we've got this market under 95, more of them appear, and then they can start to push and look for a break to the downside below the descending trend line. It's a bit of a battle going on there at the minute. Ripple has just quietened down a bit after a volatile few weeks. Obviously, still awaiting further outcomes from the SEC versus Ripple court case. We did get some rumors that there was it was going to be a good outcome for Ripple over the past few weeks, hence why we saw a rise in the price, but then that's slowly being faded back low with no real outcomes, no real outcome in sight yet. And it wouldn't surprise me from here if we do see a fade of this, maybe back down to 0.4445 as an initial target. Just double checking here, I don't think there's anything else to add from my end. We saw some moves lower in Dogecoin and Shibu, the popular meme coins, last week, 5.5% and 4.8%. But I think that's about it, to be fair. This week, what have we got? We've got a fresh set of employment and productivity data to gauge whether the US economy is going to continue contracting. Recent signs have suggested or powering forward. We've got core durable goods orders on Tuesday. Friday, we've got the non-farm payrolls and average hourly pay, as well as monthly unemployment. So that's probably the highlight of the week. That's Friday, so we've got a long way to go until then. But a hot jobs market figure has prominently in central bankers' contemplations about the ongoing strength of the economy, which historically leads to high inflation readings. Pretty much where we're at. That's the scene set for the day, the week ahead. I'll see you all shortly. Thanks, and bye for now.